Good evening and welcome to everyone. I'm Mike Atherton, and joining me for what should be an exciting contest is Mel Jones, Ali Mitchell, Ian Healy and the irrepressible David Gower.
Thanks, others. We're almost ready to get underway. So I've been taking a look at the conditions to see what the captains might decide at the toss. And it's pretty apparent, even before you take a proper look, that they'll be looking at batting first on this pitch. It's very dry on top, and it could make any run chase later quite difficult. Something that shouldn't cause any problems is the weather. Absolutely stunning out there. Perfect for cricket, not a cloud in the sky, and no threat of rain anytime soon.
Great information there from David Gower. We're going down to the middle now. The captains are ready for the toss.
Wins the toss and decides to bowl first here. The home captain obviously thinking they've got a good grasp of the conditions.
Players look ready. The umpires are in position for the first ball. The bowlers will want to focus on their line and lengths and let the ball do the rest.
Yes.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying. There'll be one run here for them.
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
A big opportunity. They've worked hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get big runs on the board.
Catch.
Right out of the middle.
All the signs that they're reading the ball well. Guided it away off the back foot to the boundary rope.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away.
Waiting. Yep. No.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Wait.
Absolutely nailed it.
Fine placement and enough timing to get that ball away to the boundary.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder?
Wait there.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring. Time that perfectly.
It was just a little bit too full and it was beautifully timed.
Really playing all their shots that over, really expensive. Singh, the left armer, is coming on to bowl from the south end. Beaten on the drive.
Singh with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Catch it.
Good bit of timing there.
That ball was just an invitation that was accepted by return of post. Singh will be disappointed with that delivery.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Yes.
There'll be runs here.
Keeper.
Straight to the fielder. Needs a direct hit.
Catch it!
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
That's a very difficult shot to get right. Straight back at the bowler with a lot of pace, and the covering fielder had no chance.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key.
What? No!
Confusion written on the batters' faces. A mix-up that almost led to a run-out.
The right-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the north end.
Nice bowling.
Sprayed that very wide. Hits the boundary rope. The keeper had no chance there.
Oh, well, that's a tight call. Didn't look to be that wide.
Middle that one. Great timing.
Found the middle of the bat. Great timing. Lovely front foot shot that's raced to the boundary.
Singh, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
They were wise to the run there. Excellent call. It was off the pad and they got through quickly.
Waiting.
What a catch!
Yeah!
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should definitely be on the new batter. Who strides to the middle. They will be looking for another quick wicket.
Wait up!
Quick onto that in the infield.
That shot sees them get their innings started.
Got all of it, and for 6.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake.
Nice running between the wickets. Clipping the pads, though, not the bats.
A brilliant over for the batting side. Not so for the bowlers. 3 more fielders can be moved outside the circle. The right armour is coming into the attack from the south end. Well placed. Should get a single.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
That's mistimed. It's gone high. Should be gone. Yes! Caught and bowled. Did supremely well there.
A trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled.
Yep.
Really good shot there.
Bowler's in.
Misjudged that throw and the batter survived what would have been a certain run out. Surprised they didn't go for a third. Would have been a very simple run.
Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Quick to get onto that sweep. It was beautifully placed and beautifully struck for 4.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
Yep.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
No!
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps. Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeps the pressure on the bowlers.
Hardy from the north end.
Yep.
A brilliant throw-in from the deep caps off what was a fabulous piece of fielding.
Misses everything.
No!
I'd say it was the right shot to choose, but it was just timed badly. Just couldn't get the drive away.
Yep.
Great timing, right off the meat of the bat.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch. And as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score.
Yep.
Doesn't beat the infield. Needs to be on target.
Did well just to get it down towards third for some runs.
Yep. No!
Well, they were moving quick between the wickets. I thought for a moment they were going to go again. In the end, I reckon that would have been just too risky.
Hardy ends what has been a tidy over. Just needed to top it off with a wicket.
Yep.
Reverse swept very firmly. 4 runs.
That showed great skill and lovely timing. The boundary was the only place it was heading.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond.
Catch it.
Oh boy, that's really high. This might be gone. Well taken. Had a lot of work to do and held on to a great catch.
So that's the 3rd wicket down. Not a happy person walking off the field. There's a real feeling of disappointment.
Sharma comes out to bat in a bit of form, but it'll be interesting to see how they go today.
Yep.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs.
That shot sees them get their innings started.
Wait on.
Onto the front foot and punched it nicely. Would have hoped to find the rope. Well, that's a bit harsh, perhaps. I felt that it wasn't that wide.
Yep.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
Ballers in.
There was trouble for a moment, but these two were quick enough to avoid the run out in the end.
Wait on.
Good timing, but good bowling to make it difficult to score.
The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the north end.
Yep.
That's right off the meat of the bat.
That's what you pay the entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary.
Right.
Out! Good catch.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
The team will be after a positive innings from this batter. A great opportunity to come in and put some runs on the board.
Yep.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Yep. Yep. No.
Decide against the second, way too late. I think they'd have been well short if they had continued.
Could that be out? Looks so.
Starting to get really interesting now. That's the 5th wicket, and a very frustrated person is heading back to the pavilion.
It's a long way to walk out here just to walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first one behind them and then push on. Going with spin now.
Yep.
Great shot.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
Yep.
High, high, high in the air. This should be an easy chance.
This is where they can be so good because they were so quick to get back and onto this.
You can see how good this... pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away. Absolutely nailed it.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Back-to-back boundaries. The bowler will be searching for something now. Just a dot ball or two to settle things down.
Yep.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
Keeper's in.
Good pickup. Big chance.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Yep.
They'll get at least one. There'll be 1 run here for them.
Decisive running might have gotten 2. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
Giving them absolutely nothing here at the moment. Another over gone and not much from it.
Yep.
Good bit of timing there.
That was a slow ball, and it didn't fool anyone. Got it perfectly off the bat and timed beautifully.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot. Super piece of timing.
That's just a textbook 6. Timed well, under the ball, and it flew to the boundary. Awesome power.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions clear.
That's it.
Nice shot.
Just a little bit of room given and the power was immense. That has flown over the boundary.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key. That's right out of the middle of the bat.
A loose delivery, seen early, and it was dispatched easily.
A boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate?
Yep, yep.
That was a solid shot. Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably deserved more from it.
Good catch. Out.
A long walk back to the pavilion. This has not been a good knock. Not what you expect from someone of this skill level.
David is new to the crease. They'll be keen to field bat on ball early on. Singh, the left-arm medium fast bowler, is coming into the attack from the south end. Wow, that's missed the lot.
A good piece of bowling there. A little bit of pace off the delivery, and the batter is all at sea.
Catch! Yep, yep. Bowler!
Edged it. They certainly don't feel like they've got anything on that, but almost every fielder is asking the question. Brilliant bowling, having got the edge the previous ball. They now know the areas they need to be hitting. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Yep.
Chance! Huge nick, but no one to catch it.
Through the hands at it, got it early, but enough on it to get 4.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come. That's right out of the middle of the bat.
That is an amazing half-century, just mammoth stroke making. Such an impressive stint at the crease so far.
Wonderful batting at the moment. Back-to-back boundaries, putting the pressure on the bowler to respond. Drives and misses everything. A direct hit and this could be gone.
Beautiful slow delivery, just hitting air on that one. That was just too good.
Playing all their shots in that over. A very expensive over. And the innings comes to an end. The Kings will need 136 runs. This is a respectable total. If the bowlers can get firing and get some early wickets, this will be a difficult chase. Edge, unplayable.
Looking to get the innings started, just can't get it away.
A wonderful delivery to get the edge. They've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
Wait!
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary. Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot.
Yep.
Super shot.
Fine placement and enough timing to get that ball away to the boundary.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you just got to accept it and move on.
Yep.
There'll be runs here. A new batter always likes to feel bat on ball early on as they bring a bit of energy to the crease. Beaten on the drive.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
The left-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the south end.
The captain making some adjustments to the field here.
Yep.
Not taken. A boundary, but not a convincing one.
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder?
Yep.
Good shot. It's found the gap.
Ballers in.
A couple on offer here.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Wait on. Ballers in.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
Catch it.
Caught! Completely ridiculous to pluck that one.
Oh dear, it's been a poor innings under pressure, and now they've got the key batter out cheaply.
And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. Singh, whose first task is getting themselves settled.
Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
And with that, they're off the mark.
Singh takes guard. Been in pretty good touch lately. You wouldn't want to let them get away early with some easy boundaries. Misses everything.
Tried to get the drive away, timed it poorly, lucky to survive.
7 runs added in that over. The Kings are 1 for 12. A new bowler is coming into the attack.
On the drive. The bowling's too good, though. Great line and length. Beats the edge.
Yep.
Chance to run 2. Massive edge. Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Straight to the fielder.
Well, that could have ended horribly, but very good. Fast running between the stumps gets them home.
Finds the edge. Loud appeal. Huge edge.
Just threw the shots too early.
End of the over. End of the restrictions. I'm sure there'll be some big fielding changes coming. The captain now has 3 more fielders to work with outside the circle.
Bit of a change up in the field now.
Waiting. Yep.
A little flick of the wrist to get it round the corner for an easy run. Some adjustments to the field. Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Yep.
Thick edge. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
Yep, yep.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Nicked it. Confident appeal. Could it be? Tough call either way. Might be worth risking a review if they're right.
Nothing picked up from the bat. This could spell trouble.
Incredible, what a grab. That was a stunning review. Good catch in the end and they have to go.
How close is that? Could be the wicket. Well, they lose the second wicket. It's a long way back to the sheds. And you can tell they're not happy with that dismissal.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come in. After the fall of a wicket. Singh ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps. Couldn't get it through the field.
Just threw the shot too early.
Great shot, at least one on offer.
Singh gets off the mark.
End of a really good over, taking a wicket and really slowing down the scoring rate. We've seen good control and spin from this bowler. Looking forward to seeing what they can do here.
Yeah.
Beautiful cover drive. A hint of movement in the air and eased towards the boundary.
Got their head right in line with the ball. A beautiful strike there down the ground.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away. Pick that well, and that's on its way to the boundary.
It was just a little bit too full, and it was beautifully timed.
Consecutive boundaries in this over. I wonder what plans they'll come up with to slow this batting.
The captain's going to change things around in the field.
Quick onto that in the infield.
A few moves made in the field.
Huge shout. The bowler seems very confident with that one.
Yep.
Well placed, should get a single. Another really good over comes to an end. The batters just haven't been able to cut loose in the last few overs. Going with pace now.
Medium pacer is coming into the attack.
Some adjustments to the field.
Yep.
Big appeal.
Yep.
There'll be one run here for them.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Yep.
Middle that one, great timing.
Well bowled, but that's another super shot. Onto the front foot, presented the full face of the bat and got it into the gap and all the way to the rope.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
The captain making some adjustments to the field here.
Yeah. Yep.
Nice shot, runs possible. they'll get at least one. End of the over, 10 runs coming from it. The Kings are 2 for 40. Livingston, the right armour, is coming into the attack from the north end.
Yes!
Right out of the middle.
That's a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch, and as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score.
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. Gone, but not for many.
With the fall of that wicket, we have a new batter at the crease. Singh will be looking to make a strong start to their innings.
Yep, yep.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs.
Immediately underway with some runs.
Yep. Yep.
Couldn't have played that any better.
Everything was right about it. The footwork to get back and then the bat coming through the ball beautifully.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Wait.
Doesn't beat the infield. Comfortable single if they take it.
Not a smart decision, you feel, not to run there. Mustn't have a lot of faith in their partner, if you ask me.
David, the spinner, coming into the attack. Big edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Yep.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Yep.
Nicely played.
Just a little bit of room given. The power was immense. That has flown over the boundary.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key.
Yep.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
Lovely bowling.
Deceived by the drift, beaten by the spin. It's as simple as that, really.
Really playing all their shots that over. Really expensive. Livingston from the north end. The new ball is taken after the spinners were operating with the old one.
Certainly seems an odd choice. The spinners were getting some purchase on that ball and making it quite difficult. Obviously, time to change tactics.
Waiting.
Gone! Excellent catch, close to the bat.
A long walk back to the pavilion. This has not been a good knock. Not what you'd expect from someone of this skill level.
A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game and will want to show everyone their strength.
Catch it.
Gone! Another one goes. 2 wickets in 2 balls and they're on a roll now.
Well, that is a disappointing end. No score. Threw the bat at it and ended up with a nice take. A batter of this quality shouldn't be doing that.
Lots of pressure coming into bat. Will have to wait, though, to face their first ball.
Yeah.
Just waited on it, got given a bit of width and launched it all the way.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you just got to accept it and move on. Back go the stumps, miss the straight ball.
They have the wicket they wanted. A huge blow. Singh gone for not many.
Difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to set themselves up before facing their first ball.
Yes.
Great shot.
Straight through the line of the ball, right out of the middle of the bat.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder?
Yep.
A couple on offer here. Playing all their shots in that over. A very expensive over. One over left in the innings. Sharma to bowl it. The whole team goes up for that one. They feel pretty confident about this. Took a long time to discuss, but we finally got a review. This late in the game, it makes sense to try.
No problems at all with where the ball is pitched. Nothing wrong with the impact. Would it hit the wickets, though? A good use of the referral system. It's been reversed to out. They've got to go without scoring. This is a real purple patch for the bowler. They've got one of the main batters out, LBW.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark their guard. They just need to rotate the strike early on as they get settled.
Well bowled.
Maxwell shakes their head. He was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
Huge appeal. It's a big call. With the match so close to completion, you feel it's worth a review.
Pitching in line, just a case now on if it's hitting the stumps. Clearly impact in line, not much to argue there. Another one, 8 wickets gone. You feel it's just a matter of time now. A few decent deliveries could see the end.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up.
Yes.
Good return, back from the deep. And they're away and nicely off the mark.
Yep.
Time that brilliantly.
Just missed the line, not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watch that in awe.
Stoinis has got the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. Big shout!
That's a fantastic win, maybe a bit closer than they would have hoped, but a win's a win, and they rightfully celebrate.
This was a lot closer than it looked on paper. What a fantastic game. Hope you enjoyed the coverage. See you very soon.